Hello and welcome to another Tarkov tutorial video. Today, the tip that I'm going to be talking about is running nighttime raids early-ish in wipe and sometimes even later in wipe. A lot of people don't like running night raids, so these are going to be some tips and tricks as far as the gear selection that you may need to use, and maybe some that people don't think of using. So the main one that I use would for sure be the PVN-10T night vision goggles. These are the only ones I use. I don't like the monocle, and I don't like not wearing a helmet, or the tint of these N15s. They have an ugly blue tint. But we're going to go over the prices of everything that you're going to need, as well as the different options that you could take. First, starting with the main option, the PNV-10Ts, until you have access to the GP-NVGs, which these are the quad nods, they're the best. Until you have access to them, these PNV-10Ts are probably your best option. These are what I use. So for that, you're going to need a helmet. Any helmet will do. That's on this list. I went ahead and looked up the prices of the helmets. So you've got the 6P47 Ratnik Flora. That is 40K on the flea. Then you've got the 6P47 Ratnik BSH, which would be 38K. There's the Bastion, which is kind of the end of wipe meta choice that a lot of people use because you can put a slap plate on it. It's going for 60K. There's the Cayman. I don't really see too many people use this, but it is an option for $438 from Peacekeeper. The LZSH for 35K. The TC-2001 for 43K. The TC-2002 for 50K. The TC-800 for 60K. And the NFM for 41K. There's also one called the Tatkek Fast MT Airsoft Replica for 18K. I don't recommend wearing this though, because you might as well not be wearing a helmet. It's got level 1 armor. It's just an airsoft replica. It's not gonna save you from a bullet, so you might as well not even do it. If you're gonna do that, I'd say save a little bit of money and go with the Wilcox Skull Lock Head Mount for 10K. But as I've said before, I do not recommend going without a helmet. Early wipe, people are not using meta bullets. Right now is the best time to be wearing helmets in Tarkov. Normally, I'm the guy that runs around with a shattered mask and says, I'm not going to be wearing a helmet or spending the money on it because I'm just going to get shot in the head anyway by an M61 or 7.62 39 BP. Right now, that's not the case. So I would definitely recommend you go with helmets. Then my choice for night vision would be the Sonoritos Titanium Advanced Tactical Mount, followed by, well, that is worth $35 from Peacekeeper, and if you buy it on the flea, if he's out of stock or you bought too many of the reset, they're going between 30 to 50K depending on availability in traders. The 10T adapter, PNV-10T dovetail adapter, is going for 3K. But I've seen them go, whenever the trader's out, I've seen them go from 30 to 50, even up to upwards of 100K just for this one piece, because people know that they need it to be able to run night raids. And if the traders are out of stock, you'll see that go way, way, way up. And then the piece de resistance, the PNV-10T night vision goggles, these are the ones that I prefer running majority of wipe until quad nods are just available to buy from Peacekeeper. But they're a good budget option. In order to run the GP NVGs, you will need a bear dog tag, a number of them. I don't remember how many it is, or you can trade for Moonshine. And Moonshine is usually going for quite a bit. I got one for around 200K. They're going between 178K, and then later in the wipe, they go upwards of 300 to 500K. It just depends whether that will be worth it to you. If you've got the rubles, the visibility is much better. You're not limited in your field of view. They're very, very good night vision. I just can't justify spending the money until I have so much money I don't know what to do with. And then your other option would be this is the helmetless option, the Armacite NVG head strap with the N15s. So the NVG head strap is going for $163 or from the trader, or on the flea it's going for around 40k, and the N15s are usually going for around 45 to 50k rubles. And then the last option, this is one that I really do not like, is the monocular. So in order to run this, you would have to run the T8 Noritos Titanium Advanced Tactical Mount. That's going for $35, 30 to 50k again. And then you will need to buy the ANS PVS-14 Dual Dovetail Mount. And that is going for $21 from the trader and between 12 to 20k rubles on the flea. And then there's the monocular itself, which is going for around 55 to 70k on the flea. And then any of the helmets that you could attach the Noritos to before that I mentioned, you can attach it to now. I do not like this. It really limits your field of view, even worse than the PNV-10Ts. But it is all personal preference. Some people may like it. Some people may like the color that is there. The color doesn't really affect me so much because of my filters. For some of you, it may make a big deal. So the very last option that a lot of people do not make use of is night vision scopes. Some people use FLIRs, thermals, etc. But an option that you can use is the Armasight Vulcan MG 3.5 Bravo night vision scope. So this one's interesting. You can put, it's got a rail on it, so you can actually put a one-time sight on it. It mounts to the Armasight Vulcan universal base. The scope is going for 30k rubles usually on the flea. And then the mount is going for just under 3k rubles. But you can mount this to a sniper, you can mount this to any gun, really. And then you wouldn't have to have NVGs. You could just, as you're ADSing, that's how you see through the night. This may be a good option for maps that are maybe decently well lit up, like Interchange or Woods whenever the moon is out, customs. But this is just a cool little option. You could also run NVGs as well as this on a sniper if you were trying to do sniper related tasks. I've run it a lot on Woods in the past. It's a different option. Definitely not for everybody, but it's fun, interesting, cool. You can do something different. And then the other aspect of becoming a night gremlin like me would be post effects. So I leave my post effects how they are normally. They're listed in my post effects video. But for night raids, I will swap it over to feather, and then I will turn the intensity all the way up to 100. You don't have to touch any of the post effects. They're fine. Maybe turn down the saturation, well, if you don't do feather and you want to do a night raid, just turn your brightness and saturation down. Helps with like flashlights and other things at night. But if you're going to run mine, I just leave it alone and then put feather on, turn it up to 100. It's amazing. It's the black and white effect. And yeah, that is everything that you guys are going to need to know to become a little night gremlin and quest your ass off early wipe. Night raids are good because a lot of people are not going to be running them. They're less populated. And you're able to get your quest items, maybe make money. There's lots of things that you can do. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch and Kick. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for the support recently. It means a lot. We hit over 200 subscribers, and the views have been insane. So I love you guys so much. Thank you.